Okay, Edison, we are online. Hello, welcome
Cool.
back to Let's Ignore with me, Nick, and Edison, obviously. I'm just gonna do something a little bit quick here, and done. Okay, I have no music on because I'm afraid of copyright. Right now, I am playing online against other people, which, for those who don't know what Gems of War is, it is a free-to-play game, which I'm not spending a single dime, and I've already got like some of the high tier creatures, including legendaries, without paying a red cent. Yes.
I've actually heard of Gems of War. For some reason, it doesn't appeal. For some reason, I don't know why.
Well, I think it sort of depends on the demographic of what it is, because there's tons of people. Okay, everyone over here is getting mad boosts. I'm gonna sort of do my own boost here. It is a matching game. I could hear myself right there. I love the fact you just went right on to the video and it just went. Hear my own voice. I'm like, jeez, fucking Christ.
Yeah, I didn't even actually go on the video. It's just I was thinking about it. Nah, probably not going to.
Yeah, trust me, we're just talking over this.
Which is pretty much the only thing you really should do over videos, is talk.
Yeah. For me, Gems of War seems to be my essential free-to-play game. In the near future, I may consider putting money into this due to the fact that, hell, like I said, I got some really rare cards without having to pay actual money, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Sure, like when you played Star Wars, it was Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was free.
Which originally wasn't a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
But the reason it became a free-to-play game is because people kept getting to the end content far too fast.
I love that. No offense.
And the only reason they did that was because they didn't expect high-tier gamers to start playing right away. They expected like noobs to the game. Or noobs to gaming.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that too. You gotta remember, there's hardcore gamers will play any game, especially if they love the genre.
Yeah, and it used to be you had to pay to play the game, and that was fine. They were trying to do a Warcraft thing. But in about a month, they were getting complaints that there was nothing at the end. And they're going, shit, they got to the end far faster than we thought. Shit, what do we do now? Apologize and make it free to play?
That works.
Genius!
Hey,
Yeah,
I love
the
that.
thought process.
That's a good... Well, no offense, they just thought about it for a minute and they went like, yeah, we better do this.
Yeah, hang on, give me a second. My mother's calling me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with what my friend was clearly saying here, is that it really depends on the style and taste of the individual. Now, if you're just getting into Gems of War, clearly easy enough to say, take your time.
Alright, I was back.
Alright, I'm just telling people to take their time playing Gems of War. Right now I'm gonna go after someone who has revenge on me. Like, on online multiplayer, you can join guilds. If you get a good guild, into stuff, and that stuff can actually help out later on.
Well, yeah, but that goes with depending on the guild. The only time I would suggest not being very stingy with joining guilds is in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Because there are guilds that will try to exploit people who've never done that, who've never been in guilds before. Or there'll be like a few people on there, and then 10 minutes after you join, they're all gone. Like, what the hell?
Okay, so
In
getting it in and
Star
out.
Wars, the guild thing is a bit better because you get an experience boost while you're part of that guild. Like you get a 10% increase on on every experience you gain. And with experience boosters in the game, which are basically like an SAO, not an SAO, in Log Horizon XP potions.
Yeah.
It basically works. There's basically that, or how you get certain things that help boost how much experience you get in a game. It's basically those. And that's what people kept doing. They kept exploiting that little thing. Like they would, like they would keep stacking up. They would keep going on a quest that gave these experience boosters, and it would keep stacking them up. And every time one ran out, they would click onto another and another and another until throughout an entire month, it was about like 50 players were at end games. Like,
Extra turn.
where's the end content?
Yeah, it's the one thing I will
Now
always
it's
say
both
now.
free to play and subscription.
Yeah. They go like, oh, the first 20 levels are free, and if you want more, yeah, trust me.
Well, that's World of Warcraft. But in Star Wars, it's you can't get your running ability to level 10. You can't get your mount ability till level 20, and there are certain other abilities that you can't get till certain things, and certain and other items you're locked out of as well.
Oh yeah.
So there's that. I mean, they limit what you can, how far you can go in the game without actually subscribing. Like, you don't get any cartel points, which is their in-game currency.
Which is dumb. No,
Well,
I think maybe that's
it's that way they can't, it can't be exploited. Because that was the other issue. People, they found a way to exploit that system. They always bought the lowest experience game thing that you can get from the cartel points.
Mm-hmm.
And they bought enough of those that that's how they got to the max level, which was level 55 at the time. Now the max level is level 70.
Yeah, this is still Warcraft.
Yeah, no, this is in Star Wars. In Warcraft, the max level is level 120.
Oh yeah. I won't lie, the last time I played Warcraft is when they said, you can play for free. And the first thing came to my mind was...
Oh, yeah. That was,
first up to level 20.
Was during the Draenor expansion. I was doing Warlord
Yeah.
Draenor.
Level 20, you got it up there, it's like, yeah, alright, cool. And then after that, you're like, why the fuck am I playing this?
Well, yeah, it's more or less the people who like that kind of thing. You have to either be a role player or a lore hunter.
It's like the people who say Destiny. Speaking of Destiny, Destiny 2 is supposed to be coming out very soon.
Yeah, I'm not going to be getting it.
I'm not judging you on that one. I mean, think about this.
I played the original Destiny, and yeah.
I played the demo of the original Destiny, and I had fun, but after
I liked it
that demo,
I liked all the violence in that, and then I realized, wait, the story makes no bloody sense. You're supposed to be the last guardian, and yet there are multiple last guardians.
yeah, like if they said, oh, this is the single player campaign, and here is the multiplayer campaign where you can play against other people, it would make more sense.
Yeah, then there's the whole thing about you don't get told shit. You basically get this vague description of what the hell you're fighting for. You're basically fighting to save an orb that was probably responsible for the downfall of humanity. More so than the darkness. The darkness probably would have just went, oh, humanity. I'll leave them alone and went on its merry way.
Yeah. It's not surprising.
The reason we even found out about the darkness was because of A, the Traveler, and B, the Traveler kind of fucked us over with that whole ultimate golden age crap. We would have gotten there, and we would have gotten there eventually. What do you do? Give us interstellar space travel?
Ooh.
We can already
fascinating.
travel to Mars. We can already travel to Mars by that we can already travel to Mars and other planets by right now. And probably in a few decades or so, we'll have interstellar space travel.
Yeah, it's
The game is basically like, do not follow something that says it will enhance your technology beyond your comprehension. We can
no
comprehend
shit.
a lot.
It's sort of surprising now these days. Like, okay, a lot of people are hyped up about Destiny 2, but that's admitting, yeah, Destiny could have been a lot more. And we're gonna add more
Story-based.
characters. We're gonna add more story. And I'm looking at this going like, this should have been put in when it first came out.
Yeah, then there was the whole thing about the Taken King. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, it's like, look at all this cool stuff that's in the game. Give me money. And then you can have all the joys and fun that you desire. And it's like, no. Just no.
And then they came up with the Iron Wolves thing, with the whole weird plague thing that basically Zero Dawn perfected. You saw the consequences of what would happen if a virus like that ever actually, well, took hold. It wasn't stopped.
I sort of found it hilarious when now these days when someone says, wow, look at all the great things we can do with this. And the first thing on my brain is, wow, look how easy we can exploit this shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I'm still waiting for pretty much the system where we can literally go into any game we want and do whatever the hell we want. Basically, SAO and Log Horizon, .hack, and pretty much any anime that puts you inside of a video game and lets you have free reign.
well, I think
would
that's
be
what
awesome.
people hope that the VR will do for them. But for me,
Well,
when I
it
hear
does to an extent, but not to the extent of what we've seen in certain animes.
yeah, but it's a step forward from being that, because trust me, we ain't gonna get like holodeck technology anytime soon.
No, but they do. I do hope they're planning on doing it. I mean, they're still working on a live action Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently. At least that's the
Well,
rumor that's
they
going around.
well they did do a live action Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright.
Oh God.
From what I've heard, it's like in between. People said it was good. Some people said it was bad. It's right in the middle.
Well, as long as Uwe Boll doesn't get his hands on it, we should be good.
Yeah, it's not. No, this was like Japanese all the way. Japanese subbed. Japanese. I think it was either. I know it was nowhere near Uwe Boll's territory. I know the fact that the actors
Oh, wait,
were.
it is video game.
Yeah.
I
And-
hope he never gets another video game movie contract again.
Well, here's something where he was at. The place was actually paying him to make the movies, and even if they were total failures, they made him money.
Yeah, because of some old German tax law that they got rid of.
Yeah,
Because of that.
you gotta admit, like, yeah, Uwe Boll did a bunch of crazy, stupid shit, but he knew how to get away with.
The only movie I don't actually think his name is on was the Doom movie.
Yeah, but that movie was bad too.
Well, it was a hell of a lot better than anything Uwe Boll could make.
For me, this is sort of how I saw the Doom movie. Talking, 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 more talking. Jesus Christ, stop talking. More talking. Hey, let's talk more. And then we're going to finally show you what you thought the Doom movie was going to be in the first place.
Well, I think they were trying to build an era of what the hell happened. Like they're trying to explain what happened before they showed the action. I mean, there were little bits here and there with action, but yeah, there was too much talking. But at least it wasn't Uwe Boll worthy. You know how many talking? Blood Rain the movie.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing I've seen, aside from, well, Sponge Out of Water.
SpongeBob out of water.
No, it's literally called SpongeBob the movie, Sponge Out of Water. It is the sequel to SpongeBob the movie, where SpongeBob has to, basically SpongeBob and his friends and Mr. Krabs have to go and get this secret Krabby Patty secret formula.
Yeah, trust me.
World.
I've seen that movie, and I know some people say you can't hit like lightning in a bottle. It's an old cliche saying, but it's very accurate.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It is legitimately them trying to hit lightning twice, but as soon as the movie ended of the first movie, a lot of people said this is where the series went downhill. I don't know that.
No, the series went downhill before the first movie.
Yeah.
The first movie got it somewhat to where it used to be, right up until they announced that they were making a sequel.
To me, when you get permission to make a sequel from your movie, you gotta remember three big things. One, the expectations of other people. Two, the expectations of the fans. Which, oh, that's totally different.
There were some pretty entertaining things in the first one. The second one, the only entertaining thing was the frickin' dolphin that shot a laser out of its frickin' head.
And I think
led into a lot of Austin Powers and Goldmember references.
Yep. Is that a dolphin with laser beams on its head? Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Which I have seen all the Austin Power movies.
Yeah, same. It's sort of the one thing Mike Myers is well known for. He's known to play the exact same character again and again, but it's done to the point where that character is still enjoyable.
Yeah.
Except for Cat in the Hat.
Right up until that character starts spilling over into other movies. He tried to do his Austin Power thing in other movies.
Gladiator! I got a trophy. It is a fucking bronze.
Cool. Cat in the Hat, the live-action movie with him in it.
Yes.
He tried. Like, you could see that he was trying far too much. Like, when the subject reviewed it, he was right. There were only two things that person could do: pedo smile and holy shit, I crap my pants smile. The character was always out of breath afterwards. You could see.
Well, from what I've heard about the suit is that it was very tight, and it was hard for him to breathe.
Oh, yeah, but there's also on the other spectrum with Jim Carrey. You could see that he made that kind of suit work, and you can imagine how tight that suit was in certain areas.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting sort of called on. Distract. I wasn't here. That's probably it. Hot dogs. Oh, popcorn chicken. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
I mean, if you were to compare Mike Myers and any other actor, yeah, in his day, Mike Myers was good, but now any actor can outwit him.
I think that's what sort of drove it down is when the actor feels like he's constrained inside the actual character, it makes it a lot more harder.
Yeah. I mean, take a look at Robin Williams. He played an array
God
of
bless his soul.
But you never felt that the character was like he was putting one character into another. It felt like every single character they had their own identity, their own personality. Whereas with Mike Myers, this feels like Austin Powers. This feels like Austin Powers. No matter what, it felt like Austin Powers.
Or it felt like Wayne's World or other stuff.
Yeah,
It was
felt like
it was hard to
the
be.
same character, just in a different form.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people were very upset with. It's like, I respect this man, but it feels like it's just the same thing over and over again. And that's what makes it tremendously harder to deal with.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could love an actor to a certain extent. But
Yeah, like, I like his Austin Powers work, but that's the only thing I like about his acting career, was when he did Austin Powers.
me, I
Everything
liked when he
else.
did Wayne's World. I liked the fact that what he was doing was done to a certain point.
Yeah,
And if you look very carefully, you can easily see that.
yeah. And then there's the whole thing, then there's the aspect with Jim Carrey. He tries
Yeah.
to put his comedy, he's foremost a comedy person.
Oh yeah.
He is comedy. He's done, he did The Riddler, which, yeah, that didn't
Wasn't
work.
the best, but
No, it didn't work
from
at
what
all.
he was sort of given, it was like, I'm the Riddler. Okay? Like,
The Riddler is a boring character in general.
well,
I
not
do
really.
admire
There is
characters
a
I
way
believe.
how to do him properly. And the crazy thing is Jim Carrey tried to be the funny man while doing it. Because Jim
Yeah,
Carrey,
but that's not the Riddler's thing. I mean, you could make, if you have the ability to make the Riddler an interesting person, even though in the comics and in every other version of the Riddler, he is the most boring villain in the world, more power to you. But Jim Carrey didn't have that kind of talent to do that. He's more on the comedy end. When he did Ace Ventura, that character, yeah, Jim Carrey was perfect for that role. Bruce Almighty, he was perfect for it. Because
liar,
you
liar.
actually- Liar was, yeah, you felt it was a good too. But there are other things that he was not good in.
That's the thing. An actor has to choose the roles that he or she does. Sometimes they're obligated to do other roles, but a huge majority of the time, they choose this character to go like, oh, I could do this character. I feel
and
very
he-
comfortable
like,
doing this character.
With the Grinch, he tried to do the Grinch. I give him props for that. That was, he actually made the Grinch a slightly more interesting character, not by much, but slightly. Except for the movie had one gigantic flaw that I still can't get over. It took too long to get to the freaking point.
I think it's because they were trying to make you understand why the Grinch was the Grinch. And some people go like, oh, that sounds stupid. At a point, yes. It does sound really, really stupid.
So he hates Christmas because he got laughed at. Because he got bullied. Really?
Like,
I mean, I got bullied about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I still play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like,
oh, boo. I just got him a skull. Oh,
the
whatever, it's
original
full
one,
of
at least
damage.
you had at least, yeah, okay. He was
When-
different from everybody
when people
else,
made fun of
which
it.
shrunk his heart, and he became a cold, heartless person who hated Christmas.
Understandable.
Simple, to the point, understandable. But because of the kindness of a little girl, a 2-year-old girl, he found that just because you're different,
Was she really 2?
according to the story, yes. According to the live action movie, she looked more 10-ish
Like,
in the way
like
she spoke.
10, probably going to closer to her teens.
Yeah, that's in the live action. In the original cartoon, yeah, okay, you can see that she's with how the way the Who
Okay,
looked
perfect.
too.
Got everybody down.
You just have to suspend your suspension of disbelief.
Yeah. Which, no
with the
offense.
cartoon, which is easy enough. It's easier to do than with a live action. In a live action, they literally say she is no more than 2. Okay, what are you smoking and can I have some?
It's like, she's no more than 2. If that's a 2-year-old, dude, I would love to see your attention of an 18-year-old. Your attention of an 18-year-old would probably be a 10-year-old.
Probably.
Speaking of the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Bullying thing, I remember back in high school, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Finally got unbanned, which, you want to hear something that's really messed up? They still have, apparently in grade schools now, still ban trading card games.
Well, yeah, I was there when they originally did it for Yu-Gi-Oh! in Princess Elizabeth, and oh my god, that was hell.
Princess Elizabeth?
It was, yeah, it was an old school. It's a school in Windsor that I used to go to when I lived in Windsor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They banned. It was in grade 7 that they banned Yu-Gi-Oh! Finally from school because people kept complaining that the cards kept getting stolen. I was one of those people who had his cards stolen.
Yeah, and then in high school,
And when I heard that they were banning Yu-Gi-Oh! I was like, well, shit. Now what? But I understand why they did. It's because they don't want to teach the wrong kind of competitive, which is what they think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. They don't want to hear any more complaints about cards getting stolen
from the adult, and then the parents get involved, and it's like, yeah, child, we spent good money on those things, and it's like, they sort of freak the hell out.
Yeah, but the main reason is just that they thought that card game would breed more bullying and breed violence. That's the only reason they even banned it.
Yeah, Earth to adults out there, violence leads to violence and pain equals to pain. Let me translate probably the best thing I've ever remember saying to someone. This is maybe because I'm like a young adult, but when Yu-Gi-Oh! Got unbanned at my high school, no one was fighting with each other except for this one kid. But this kid had really, really hardcore special needs. So
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not saying, oh, so that makes it the problem. No, the kid wasn't the problem. It was just the fact that the kid, with his needs, it made it a lot more harder for him to process things. However, that kid later on was sent to another school, which can help him out a lot more than our school. And our school was a school for people with special needs. And by doing so, I haven't seen him since, but to me, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Made more friendships than it does in tearing them apart.
Oh, yeah. I
don't think I would have met...
That's the whole thing about how me and Costa became friends. Was because I wore a Yu-Gi-Oh! T-shirt, and he asked if I actually liked the game. I said, yeah, I play it. I enjoy it. It's a fun anime. It's a fun card game. And that was the end of that. We just became friends, and we were friends ever since. Yu-Gi-Oh! Any card game, I feel, breeds friendship, but it rarely tears them apart. I mean, there are a couple stories that I've heard where people where Yu-Gi-Oh! Has actually torn a couple friends apart, but that's because the two were so polar opposite. It wasn't even funny. Like they couldn't agree on anything about the card game.
Oh yeah.
And that's more on their opinions than the actual card game itself. But yeah, it's like even Vanguard. It teaches a lot of things. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Vanguard teach both math, strategy, organization, the value of friendship, the value of teamwork, cooperation. It teaches so many things that it has more positives than negatives.
But at these days, people look more into the negative.
And other things. Yeah, but the reason adults, old school adults, I'm sure be more accurate to, think that card games, board games, video games, and pretty much stuff that certain movies, like violent movies, I mean, and superhero movies, they think that all those things will breed violence. No, they won't. They're just a form of entertainment. They're to distract us from the real world for a time.
True. So true.
I remember watching a top 50 list of top 10 list, a top 50 list of laws that were put in place. One of them was that superhero movies are not allowed to be watched. I forget where it is, but yeah, there is a law that states that any movie that has any form of superheroes or lessons are banned from being watched.
What?
Because they think it'll breed violence.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Superheroes are like truth and justice and honor. Hell, that's Superman in a goddamn nutshell.
Hell, and they teach valuable lessons. I know.
And there's comics dedicated to awareness about drugs and alcohol, and there's, if I remember correct, there's one about even about abusive parenting, and I couldn't tell you for the life of me what issue comic that was.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck?
You can't do that, eh?
What are these lawmakers on, and where can I get some? It was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But then again, there's also a law where there was some stupid things that got banned, and one of them was pretty much The Simpsons, for one thing. Well, that's actually kind of understandable.
Okay, The Simpsons a little bit, because, you know, they've done some little bit of controversial thing. Whoa, whoa, wait. My Little Pony was controversial? What? They saw the color pink and they freaked out? Did they see Applejack or something?
No, I think it was more because they were trying to teach some values that someone complained that they were teaching immoral crap. It was some complaint from some Turk that was in some town that complained about it.
Let me guess, they said, My Little Pony is the devil.
Something along those lines.
I swear.
But yeah, it was so stupid. Another thing was, you know those farmhouse playset things?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Play a farm. Yeah. A Jewish church complained that either I believe Hasbro made it or something like that, one of the toy companies. And they said
most
either
likely was
you get rid
Hasbro.
of the pig that's in the farm set, or we will petition for it to get banned.
Well, to get rid of the piglets?
Yep, because apparently the farm represented a slaughterhouse in their eyes because of the pig, and that the children would learn to eat meat.
Please tell me these were vegans.
Sacred meat. No, these were Jewish people. Jewish people do not eat pig.
Yeah, they don't eat pork. Yeah, they don't eat pork, and I don't think they eat veal. Those are like some of the sacred animals. It's like if you try to make an Indian man eat a cow. It's totally disgraceful. Yeah, trust me, it's really disgraceful.
They somehow managed to actually get it banned until the pig was removed. The pig was never removed. So it's so bad, I forget what country it's in, too. But it got banned.
Well, hey, you want to hear something really fucked up? The KKK, for those that don't know, that's a group of really racist people. Not the Katie, Kathy, Perry, whatever. But they banned their children once from watching Barney.
Oh yeah, that was one of the other things that got banned because
he was black.
I forget what the reason was.
Barney was black.
Also got banned from a country.
Barney was black, and so the KKK, when they found out about this, and there was a comedian that said, really, it took them this long to figure out, he has a girl named Baby Bop and a guy named BJ. And I went like, God damn, that makes so much sense. Yes, I'm a horrible person for talking about this, but the truth is, when I heard this, I went like, they never figured this out till now. That is what makes it so much more funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's just really stupid. The things that people will ban.
Yes, I will ban this because I disagree with it. Here's something, trust me, I'm pretty positive 99% of the world disagrees with everything I say. So, that doesn't really bother me.
One of the other things that got banned, which I still find hilarious, was Barbie.
Let me guess, because it represents a stereotype of the woman figure.
Yep.
Knew it. It's a freaking doll. You think girls are gonna go, I want to be like Barbie? No. No one wants to be like that.
No, not gonna be like that, no.
And the people that have seen that look like Barbie, trust me, they're fucking creepy as hell. They're the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah. I mean, they're worse than bronies.
Well, yeah, we're talking, might as well. Like, I won't lie, I have started watching My Little Pony.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I watched it was so I could understand the whole brony community.
Yeah,
And,
I was just
listening to fan fictions and watching fan fictions of what these bronies create, and we can't forget about the Pegasisters either, which is apparently a term.
Yep. Well, I think I got
some of the things that they create are either disturbing, dark, or just downright creepy.
Yep.
And in that order.
But then there's like some My Little Pony fan. Jesus Christ, I got fucking wrecked here. What the fuck?
Yeah, there are some My Little Pony stuff that's funny, adorable, hilarious. You know. Like personally, I like listening to the story series that they have.
Yeah, because I know you.
One where the main character, Twilight Sparkle, becomes a vampire.
I think that was an actual episode.
That was Fluttershy, and she became Flutterbat, not an actual vampire.
Well, I knew like it was an I know they did like a ton of Halloween episodes.
There was the Flutterbat episode, the episode where Luna comes down and experiences their version of Halloween.
Oh yeah, yeah, the one with the girls.
There was no actual real
Equestria girls
to vampires in that, aside from the Flutterbat thing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. There was another one where she's actually a changeling princess and is Chrysalis's daughter.
Good.
That was a fun storyline to follow. That was 41 chapters, by the way. The one where Twilight is a changeling.
41. Jesus Christ.
41 chapters.
I shouldn't be the one that
accepting becoming a changeling, becoming a diplomat, and then it goes right into meeting every other changeling queen. And surviving an assassination attempt.
Of course.
Yeah, that's within 41 chapters. Not counting the prologue. The prologue would technically bring it to 42.
Alright.
But it is freaking interesting. Then there's one where Chrysalis basically falls in love with some character called Tone Shift and weird.
Oh man. What was the first fan fiction you've ever read?
Well, the first one that I ever read outside of My Little Pony was actually was a Vampire Knight one that ends after the ending of Vampire Knight and after the end of Vampire Knight, it was a continuation after that. That was the first ever actual fanfiction I read. I mean, Craig's read a crap ton. I don't think he'd remember the first one he ever read.
The first one I ever read was Inuyasha.
Ah.
Now, here's something, the best part about this was, it was just about Inuyasha and the human world going on a date with Kagome, and that was it.
That actually sounds pretty hilarious.
Yeah, now, I went like, Jesus. Like, fan fictions have gotten more risque than I remember. Like, Jesus.
Well, yeah, hell, there's a fan fiction where Spike and Celestia basically go to an island to fuck.
Yeah, that
Just
sounds
to
about
save
right.
the world from a solar blaze.
In order to save this world,
That
we
she would
have to have
create.
sex.
No, that's literally the plot. If she does not get laid, the world that they're on, Equestria, will be burnt to ash because this apparently happened 1,000 years ago, and that's why Mars has no life on it in their world. Because 1,000 years ago, she did not get laid, and she caused the sun to destroy all life on Mars.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, well, then there's a pony fanfiction where Twilight and Luna have sex on the moon, have sex in her library, or where Luna and Fluttershy have sex in Fluttershy's bedroom. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, there's so many porn versions of My Little Ponies. It's not even funny. This is the part about where bronies are messed up.
Like, okay, a friend of mine insists I read one My Little Pony fan fiction. Okay? So, the only one I knew about was one with Pinkie Pie and Weird Al Yankovic's character. And they have, like, a daughter.
Okay, I haven't heard of that one, but that sounds really fucked up.
That one is from Vega.
Ah, no wonder I haven't heard it. But yeah, that still sounds very fucked up. If you really want to, mind you, I do suggest that you listen to My Little Pony fanfiction. The one where Twilight Sparkle is basically a changeling queen. It's called Change. Really weird name for a fanfiction, but it makes sense.
I don't know. It's simple and easy to understand.
Yeah.
It
is a fantastic reading.
We gotta talk about fan fiction role playing. Well, I'm playing a puzzle game with card game elements. Woo!
I mean, I've tried to find other online reading of fan fictions, and it is hard to do so.
Oh yeah, it's still sort of amazing to this day because I honestly, fuck me, I just got whoa shit. Okay, I'm getting off chains like a madman right now. Yay. And for me though, it's sort of how it's sort of done now these days. It's almost impossible not to get into a fan fiction. Hold on, you're zoning out. Hello?
Still here.
Alright, sorry. You're zoning in and out. Can you hear me? You're all good now.
Okay. But the only ones I can find are My Little Pony.
My Little Pony,
Really
My
like
Little
reading My Little
Pony.
Pony.
I'm gonna fuck your pony.
Yeah, but there's not just those ones. There's like the other ones that I've mentioned as well. Won't take me long to get ready. Yeah, I'm not much longer because I've got to go to work.
Alright. Well, this
Yeah.
is just us chatting along, making itself feel good. Some other time when you're off working all this stuff, I'll let you do it.
I'll message you. I'll message you when I'm off work if it's not too late. Which I'm basically just going to be going on a roof and doing some roofing stuff.
Alright. Don't fall off. Alright.
Yeah, thanks for jinxing me.
Yeah, fall off.
There you go. Anti-jinx. Alright, well, bye.
Alright. I'd say a perfect ending to this. After all, we just beat another opponent. I got to play a little bit more in this game. And we talked about My Little Pony fanfiction. Oh, Lexington has done tremendously well. Nick, that was Edison. He's going off to work. I'm chilling. I'm gonna actually play Mass Effect Andromeda now, since everything has been fully added, patch has been put in, and it's one of those games I've just been wanting to play. I got it for $45. I got the deluxe edition. I'm gonna see how this game works out now. So, if you don't like the video, don't thumbs it up. If you want to keep track of the Let's Ignore series, or we talk about anything over games, go ahead. And for those who are wondering about the Digimon one, don't worry, we're still doing that. I just want to take a break from that one because there's so much grinding. And sometime this week, I'm probably going to do some grinding myself, so we can get them back to their ultimate forms, and then we can move on forward. Till then, peace out.